Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As the title says, in today's video I'll be talking about Alicia Kim, ChrisTV last video in which he posted to say leave the baby out of it, exclamation exclamation, with a cursing emoji. But anyway, I want to say first thing and foremost is that I feel like the tone of this video is really good, and I hear you. I hear what you're saying about leaving the baby out of it, and I do agree with you on leaving the baby out of it. I haven't seen anyone bring in the baby, her unborn child, your sister's unborn child, into the situation. The only thing that people have said is the fact that her record or her persona on the internet has been squeaky clean thus far, meaning she was married to Boo. Yes, people leave each other every day. They separate and they move on. However, the way she displayed the separation was as if she was heartbroken, she was in therapy, and she had no idea of what happened. That's how she displayed herself, like a wounded person. And everything that happened to her, she was very surprised. So the way you're speaking as if there were things happening that you knew about and your sister knew about. And you're claiming that the relationship between her and her ex-husband had issues. You didn't divulge what the issues are, but you're stating that she's going to come out and she's going to tell her story. So basically, from what we know is they were together, they were in an age gap relationship. She came out and she spoke on it in a couple of videos, the issues that, they were getting a divorce, and she made it seem as though it was about the birds and other things we heard from her. We also heard her say, he wanted alimony. She's not sure what happened. She wasn't expecting to get a divorce, right? So a lot of people are just really shocked, and she was going to Better Health. She's been promoting them for the last 4 months since she's been pregnant. And every video she seems to do a plug that she's on the healing path. She's healing from this relationship, right? And so that's what she's been putting out there. So people were just shocked when she got pregnant. Not to say it's any of our business, but they were shocked and surprised and felt misled or lied to by your sister. She has her genuine supporters that she calls her genuine supporters. But I want to say people are divided, right? You have the people that used to watch her that she told them inaccurate information or misleading information. It may not have been inaccurate. It may have been misleading, which she did not divulge every single thing, but she made it seem not like it was. And so people were shocked, right? And they were shocked based on what she was saying. And so now that Boo is coming out and talking, he hasn't said everything, but the bottom line is he is defending what was put out there in the media by your sister. She could have chosen not to say anything at all. She could have just said, hey guys, I'm getting a divorce. It didn't work out. I don't want to disclose. Let's just move on. I am going to be dating. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Or maybe she didn't have to say that, but she did not need to come out and seem as if she was shocked about the demise of her marriage, as if it was a surprise to her. She did say he filed on one other occasion, but it looks as if they worked it out and they chose to stay together. I don't know why, but they chose to stay together. Boo said it was because his sister talked to him and he wanted his marriage to work. So moving along with my thought process, you are saying or have said in your video that people need to leave the baby out of it. I don't think anyone wants to wish any child or any unborn child or any children any ill intent. They're speaking from your sister's behavior, which we all know in life there are choices. And your choices have consequences. And so if you do things, people are going to react a certain way based on your choices, whether you're an adult or not an adult. There are certain levels of standards in this world, right? And so if your sister decide to do whatever she wants to do, it's her business. She could be an unwed mother if she wants to be. She could divorce Boo and decide, I don't want to marry again. I just want to be an unwed mother and have a child out of wedlock. She could do that. It's her prerogative. But no one has ever called out her baby or said anything ill or foul about her baby. So I'm not sure who you're referring to, if it's Boo is back, but I haven't heard that he's saying anything specifically about her baby. He has said karma, which is the truth. We all will reap our karma. And when you know better in life, you do better. So, I mean, you came out the right way this time. I think you were trying to talk us through it, but I just want you to understand one piece. No one, and I can say it, no one wishes anything bad for your sister, anything bad for your niece, or anything bad for your family. That is not the intent. The intent is people are divided. People have heard what your sister said about Boo. She's been saying has not been totally true. And there are many instances where your sister would come on social media and she would do things to misrepresent herself. And it just leaves a bad taste in people's mouth, especially if you plan to watch her channel. And her channel has been built on honesty and truth thus far, up until recent months, where people feel as though the smallest things, she feels as though she has to lie. That one incident was surrounding, she had a day at the amusement park. And so she told people she was going to be going to Pennsylvania, to this amusement park. And people looked it up. They saw that the park that she said she was going to was not in Pennsylvania. She was not going out of the area. The park was, in fact, in New Jersey. And that, to me, is a lie, a white lie that she did not need to tell. And so there are just some patterns that people are seeing, and it's a big turn off. And so if you're going to have a YouTube channel where you build your platform, I think you owe it to yourself to either be honest, right, with your supporters and, just tell the truth. If you're going to share something, just tell the truth. If you don't want to share it, don't share it, right? You don't need to come on and say, oh, I'm in Paris and we're looking at you and we see you in Washington, D.C., right? That makes no sense. It's the unnecessary lies or deception. Let me recant that. Not lies, just deception, right? Misleading, because I don't want to call anyone a liar because, it's just not right. So we all have our flaws. We all are made imperfectly. But what helps us to navigate and to better ourselves in life is to, stand on business and to stand on the truth. And so I just want to say that, whatever you guys are going through on your end, no one's out to get you. No one's here to say got you. People are just expecting better, especially from her. I mean, she used to do these quotes. She seems well read. And, I'm not going to bring her down because she is a beautiful person. Maybe she's made some mistakes and maybe she hasn't gone about this the right way, but it doesn't make her a bad person, right? You have to face your problems head on and stop trying to cover up with deception. Right? And you don't have to say everything moving forward, But the point is, you need to clear the air. And it almost seems as if you don't care about the people that are divided. I looked at a video yesterday that she was in the bed, and, again, her big up people are going to cheer her on. But people that cheer you on when you're doing wrong, you really don't want those people in your corner, right? You want people that are going to tell you the honest truth, right? And they're going to tell you the honest truth because it's nothing to lose or nothing to gain. That's why sometimes celebrities, they don't really go to close people that are close to them, because I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. But in real life, you owe it to people to tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And we know that Boo is older than her, but he's still a person. He's still a human. And even if you think she didn't do anything wrong in the situation, the right thing to do is say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and I am really sorry, and move on. But don't try to deflect like you didn't do anything, or vice versa on his end. Just, you guys need some conflict resolution, and you need to really face this head on once she's in a position to do so, because she's watering down her brand that she's worked so hard to build. Every time I look, even though these people are supporting her, I don't know, has she noticed that she's still at 146K? She's really not growing. Her channel is really not growing. It's stagnant. And maybe it's stagnant because people are torn. They don't know which way to go, right? We're at a crossroad. People are at a crossroad with this. I've talked enough, but I feel like you guys owe it to yourself to come out and stop pointing fingers and really address this strategically and head on and speak your truth and move on. Even if your brother-in-law, you don't like him today, but in life also, when people do things for you, you owe some type of gratitude. Say thank you. You keep saying, did he expect for her to, hang in there and stay, even though he brought her to America and it wasn't what it was supposed to be? No, she can leave at any moment. But just always remember the stepping stone that people provide in your life, even if it's for a short period. No matter if you divorce someone, you can find something good to say about them, and stop bashing them because they're saying things about you or vice versa. So, Chris, I hope you guys go back to the drawing board, strategize, and end this situation in a diplomatic and just a diplomatic way. Just be diplomatic. No one has to be right and no one has to be wrong, but just be diplomatic and truthful. And the people that are telling you, this happened all the time, I don't care about that, because no one deserves to feel like you lied to them and you deceived them. And if they feel that way, you owe it to them to apologize and say, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then you can move on.